Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our Talk Productions. Alright, well, the summer movie season is more or less beginning, starting in a week or so. And I wanted to talk about something kind of summer movie-ish related. Kind of. Well, I wanted to talk about video game movies. Alright? So, video game adaptations have not had a great history. Probably the best adaptation have been the Resident Evil series, and even those are kind of laughed at by a lot of the fans. I kind of like them, but most fans are like, "Oh, they're terrible." Well, to that I say, hey, look, special effects. Um, right. So, right. Coming up next week, we have the release of the Ratchet and Clank movie, the first of three major video game movies getting adapted, coming out in just a few months. Now, I grew up playing a little bit of the Ratchet and Clanks. I've played the first one. I played Up Your Arsenal, Deadlock. I've played a bunch. I haven't played a lot of the more recent ones simply because I stopped owning PlayStation products after the PS2. No real reason. Other than that, I really don't have that much interest in that console. Um, yeah. So Ratchet and Clank's coming out, and it looks to be pretty promising. They've got the majority of the cast from the original games to come back and do voices. The movie is gonna be more or less an adaptation of the first game, which is cool. It looks like it's gonna be pretty solid. I hope it's pretty good, especially since the game company itself is helping to animate it and all that. So it looks, sounds, and very well much seems like the video game. Although I must admit, I kind of forgot it was coming out until this past week when I started seeing some ads for it. I hope that isn't a sign of bad things to come. I really want this one to work. The second big one is, and almost ironically on a completely different scale, is the Angry Birds movie. Another, ad. Ratchet and Clank has been a pretty much hardcore series. The series has made lots and lots of money on consoles. This is kind of like the opposite. Angry Birds started out as a mobile, kind of game. Really kind of blew up pretty popular. It's pretty hard to come across folks who don't know what Angry Birds is at this point. So yeah, and I'm kind of so on that. I never really got that much into the games, so this really doesn't stand out as much to me. But it's got a couple of funny moments in the trailer, so hope to God that's pretty good. And I suppose that would be more skewed to a younger audience than maybe even Ratchet and Clank, which maybe we go to a teen audience, kind of, sort of. It's always been like the tone of the games. And the final and probably most riskiest of the video game movies to be released this summer is Warcraft, based on the World of Warcraft video game series of MMO games. I don't know a whole. I know a couple of people who play, World of Warcraft, and I don't really know any of them that are excited for this movie. I wish that it was just animated. Has been the kind of overall thought, because you look at some of these cutscenes from the game, like even like my favorite one's probably the one from Cataclysm, the dragons just ripping shit apart. I always loved that one. But those cutscenes are some of the best looking animated things I've ever seen. And to go ahead and instead of doing that for a feature length film, we're doing it live action, where a lot of these what were the monsters? A lot of those green creatures. I think they're orcs. A lot of those green creatures. I don't really play the games. A lot of those orc type looking things. Tend to be CG, and then it's just humans, and then maybe something else based on the last trailer. Yeah, it's really risky. Even that one kind of disappeared from the advertising we had. Maybe it's because we've become so assaulted with trailers lately that not seeing a trailer makes us go, "Oh no, something bad's going on." Or maybe that's just good marketing. DC, Marvel, Ghostbusters. Yeah. So yeah, those are the 3 big video game movies coming out this summer. I'm most looking forward to Ratchet and Clank. I might actually go see that in theaters. Other than that, it'll be interesting because last summer we kind of had a bit of a fizzle with the Hitman movie, which was kind of supposed to be doing the same thing as Warcraft, where it was supposed to kind of jumpstart serious goods video game movies, but instead it kind of reminded us why we don't adapt them. Well, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for staying with us.